Well, I had a friendship morning here with our church group and we rather liked Thomas Holt, so we didn't look anywhere else.
We moved in 2007 and, it's been a wonderful place to be.
My husband passed away June 2013, and before he died I said I don't want to live here, I want someone to look after me. Really, I have found it. Somebody's looking after me in Thomas Holt.
I love the team that I work with and mostly the people that I work for, which is our residents.
Because I was living up at Etalong, my husband had died. We had the most beautiful garden, but I knew that I just could not keep it going. I didn't want to. My daughter said, I've heard about Thomas Holt Village, Mum. Would you like to go and look at it? As soon as I walked into the place, I just loved it.
In the early 1950s, the great-grandson of Thomas Arthur Holt, the first colonial treasurer in New South Wales, donated a block of land in Acacia Road, Kirrawee, in memory of his great-grandfather. In 1956, the Thomas Holt Memorial Village was built on that land. An iconic brand supporting older Australians was born. 60 years on, Thomas Holt has continued to grow, now caring for over 350 people across St George and Sutherland Shires, in home care, retirement living and residential care services.
I started working at Thomas Holt in 1981, just after I came to Australia. I really enjoyed it when I first started there. Like you're new in the country, but everybody made me feel really welcome and it was lovely. When I first came to Australia, I was only an assistant in nursing and no qualifications. Thomas Holt gave me the opportunity to get my level 3 certificate in nursing and my level 4 certificate in nursing. The residents come first in my life. They become part of your family.
We need to move here because we're getting older, and naturally getting older, you're not working quite as well as you used to work, and the time had arrived when we thought it was getting ready to make a move. So we had a bit of a hunt around, and having been to a few places, we thought we'll try a bit harder at Thomas Holt. I wanted to get rid of the lawnmower. We'd mowed the lawn for years and years. The garden was getting a bit big, so I thought, retiring to something smaller would be quite a help.
The My Companion program is a program where a carer can take a resident out on a shopping trip, out for lunch, morning tea, wherever they would like to go.
The My Companion program gives the clients a place to go out to. We can take them all over the place. Marjorie and I have been to Cronulla. I took her back to her old house. It brings back a lot of memories and they just enjoy being outside. It gives them a sense of community. They get to join in and other things that they may not have been able to do before. They can go on outings with their family and just to be a part of everyday life still.
Katie's a nice person and takes me out, and I really enjoy just that little time somewhere. We're here in Como and the beautiful gum trees are lovely.
Her family comes to her, but it's a good way of getting her out and about and get some fresh air and getting into nature, being a part of the community, seeing what's still going on and the changes.
I've had it now for
about 6 months. I have the roses and daisies, forget-me-nots, and the lilies, very nice lilies. I love this. It's the Japanese weeping tree. She's a lady that she's the flower girl, and in Barrel, where I live, I had a bigger one. They're beautiful. I love the statues. I had huge big gardens. It was like an English garden. Of course, I miss it, but now being here, they're very nice to let me have a small bit of the garden.
The residents here have access to hairdressing every Wednesday and Thursday. They look forward to going. They like to go out after and compare each other's hairstyles. Even people that are bedridden, they can have their hair cut. The hairdresser will come to their room, look after them, and it's surprising how many smiles get put on their faces.
It's something that I've always wanted to do, is work with the aged. So this is my glam job. It's never a chore, it's never anything I don't like to do. It's always an enjoyable thing for me to come to work.
I've worked in aged care for eight years at Thomas Holt, but prior to that I used to do voluntary work in other nursing homes. I always think that I'd love someone to treat me nicely when I get to this time of my life, and I feel that's what we do. And we're more than just hairdressers. We have a joke, we touch, you know. A lot of people don't have families that come and see them all the time, so I think we fill that void as well.
A lot of ladies have never done their hair, so they've always gone to a salon. So to have a service here, it really is essential.
Spark of Life is a whole new approach to the way that we care for people living with dementia. It operates on a new paradigm where we move from a medical hospital-based facility to a more home-like environment with supportive environment and staff educated to care for people who live with dementias.
But it's funny then that Jesus, he says, let not your hearts be troubled, because he gathered the disciples, hadn't he, into the upper room at what they call the Last Supper. It was the night before he died, and he gathers them together in that most significant occasion.
I never ever thought I'd go to retirement village, I'll be honest, but we just fell in love and that was it. And we haven't regretted one moment of it.
We were moving from a place where we had been a community with all our young children and everything, and the idea of living in a community where people cared about each other was a good thing.